On this show, we address controversial breaking news topics that affect our culture. We take a closer look at the issues and break them down into simple conversations. We discuss solutions on how we can create a change moving forward. I am S.M.A.R.T, and this is A Black Man's Perspective. Welcome to another episode of A Black Man's Perspective. This week, we address a couple topics. We're going to talk about Cinco de Mayo. We're going to talk about the Heartbeat Bill. We're going to talk about a role reversal. And we're going to talk about Nurse Teacher Appreciation Week. So let's get right into it. Cinco de Mayo was just celebrated this past weekend. It's a festival that takes place every May 5th across the country. It celebrates the independence from Mexicans when they beat the French in the war. Now, most of us don't give a damn about what it celebrates. We're all just looking for a good time and a reason to get drunk. The same reason why we get drunk on St. Patrick's Day. And I'm all for having a good time. I'm never going to say anything about that or, be a party pooper of that type of thing. But what I do have a concern with is why don't we celebrate our own culture in the same way? And I'm not saying like a Black History Month. That's pretty a long thing. And the 4th of July, that's an American thing. But we do have Juneteenth. And that took place 90 years after the 4th of July. And every year we have a celebration, but it's not celebrated by the masses. I don't see as many people throwing parties. I don't see as many people going out and having a great time to celebrate our independence. So my challenge to us as a culture this year for Juneteenth would be to have a celebration. Me, myself, I'm on the board as far as Juneteenth. We're going to have a parade and a festival in the heart of downtown Atlanta. But I'm also thinking about throwing a culture ball, a black tie event for us to have so we can celebrate our excellence. So I want to challenge every promoter that I know to throw a party for Juneteenth. It is our celebration of greatness, right? Our next topic is of a little bit more seriousness. The Heartbeat Bill was signed into legislation today by Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp. Now what the Heartbeat Bill does is make it illegal for abortions. It doesn't say that technically, but that's what it does. What it says is that you have up to 6 weeks to terminate your pregnancy now. But from what I'm hearing from a lot of women that have been through this situation before, they're saying that that's when you usually find out that you are pregnant. So therefore, you don't have time to terminate your pregnancy. It is a big change from the previous law, which gave you up to 20 weeks to terminate the pregnancy. Also in the fine print, it states that now, once the heartbeat is found, a person can be charged with child support. So now you will be paying child support before the child even gets here. Sheesh. That's tough. That's tough. I don't understand where it's coming from, but what I want to do is talk about the solutions. We have to figure out who are the people that are writing this legislation. Who are the lawmakers? Who was the one that brought this to the state representatives and to the council to get this into legislation? Who are the state representatives that signed off on this bill? Who are these people? Because it's a lot of stuff that it takes before we hold Brian Kemp accountable. Because we can't only just hold the governor accountable. Because he is some bullshit. We do know that. But there are people in power and positions and smaller positions who we really don't know. Me, myself, I don't know. So I can't just try to hold you accountable. I will need to educate myself on more local politics. So we need to look at local politics, figure out who each legislator is, who each lawmaker is, because they're all elected officials. And if we feel like they're doing an injustice with their position, we got to get them up out of there. So we finally had it happen. We had a role reversal. Millions of times we see white officers killing black people. That's always the narrative. In this situation, this story of Muhammad Noor, it was a black officer. He killed a white woman, Justine Diamond. Now in this case, what you think happened? From a black man's perspective, what you think happened when a black man, a Muslim black man, killed a white woman? This man was found guilty so fast, y'all. Not only was he found guilty, her family was awarded $20 million 3 days. 3 days after he was found guilty. Now let's compare that to a case of a black man named Gregory Hill. Gregory Hill's from Florida. He was killed by an officer. The details are very, very sketchy in his case. They claim he had a gun. They say they pointed it at him. But when they found the gun, it was in his back pocket. So how you go from pointing at somebody to having a gun in his back pocket? But nonetheless, Gregory Hill was killed by a police officer. Not only was he killed by a police officer, The whole judicial system disrespected Gregory Hill and his family. They rewarded Gregory Hill $4. $4 fucking dollars. $4 fucking dollars to his family. $1 for the funeral. $1 for the funeral. Let's say that one more time. $1 for his funeral and $1 for each child that he has. A 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 7-year-old. Really? That's what the fuck y'all think of us? That's $4 fucking dollars. But, like I said, when the role was reversed, it was a quick snap of the finger. He's guilty. $20 million. For us, it's always a bunch of bullshit. It's always, I feared for my life. Oh, I'm scared of the big black guys. He scared me. I'm so tired of that shit. I'm so tired of it. So tired. $4 fucking dollars. Shit, that shit ain't mad every time. You feel me? In closing, we want to give a special shout out to our nurses and our teachers who are both celebrating their appreciation this week. But who created that? Like what? There's 52 weeks in a year. 52 weeks, and y'all have to share a week. And see, I understand now why y'all say that these professions are underappreciated. I mean, whoever created this pretty much solidified that. But from some men are really trying and a black man's perspective, we want to say that we greatly appreciate the work that you do. Teachers, you are the gateway to our future. You have to deal with these bad kids who usually don't have home training. So we greatly appreciate you. And nurses, you can help us stay healthy. So you're definitely appreciated as well. So from the bottom of our heart, we want to say thank you for your work and you are appreciated, all jokes aside. Guys, I need for you to be interactive with us. I need for you to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos on all platforms. We're looking to grow, but we're looking for feedback as well as we take this journey. As you are our audience, we hope that you grow with us, that you appreciate us, that you like what you hear, and that you give us feedback on how we can grow and become better. So what I need you to do is subscribe to S.M.A.R.T TV, and I am Scotty Smart, and this has been another episode of A Black Man's Perspective.